because she's been here quite a bit, and we know how much she means to you, which means she means a lot to us. So, Aaron, congratulations on your last treat, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
And God bless you. Yeah.
All right, Keke, what time is it?
It's time for lunch dish.
That's right.
Jennifer Aniston decided to join Instagram, okay? She posted the first picture of her and the cast of Friends, the first time they've been photographed all together since 2004 when the show ended. Isn't that cute?
I love that.
I love it.
That
but, you know,
great.
I thought to myself, what would we look like, you know, I guess 20-something years from now? And so we had, like, this really good computer-generated service do it for us to see what we actually look like in the future. It costs so much money. So this is what it is.
One of us decided not to do surgery or Botox.
Now, Michael, try.
Why? You know what? How do I know I'm always going to be the butt of the joke?
You need to rethink your decision on that.
But let me tell you right now, black don't crack.
It definitely chipped a little.
It did chip a little with that picture.
It also made me ask myself, what was the first photo? Do you remember the first photo that you posted on Instagram?
I don't.
No.
I think I have one of mine. Okay, so that was when I was doing Brotherly Love. That's me and little JJ. Y'all remember JJ, the comedian?
That is your first,
yes.
That's your first post?
It's actually not. I actually, like, you know, refurbished my Instagram page. I, like, delete everything every 4 years, so.
Oh. Is that something you're supposed to do?
Oh, yes,
She
honey.
told me that today in the meeting, so I started deleting. Okay, wait, here's mine. Now, this is a picture at the Today Show. I work behind the scenes. That was when I was working with Bob. You know Bob.
Yeah.
No one knows Bob. Just kidding, that's not his name.
So what did you do? Took a picture of Bob the cameraman?
Yeah, because I was trying to capture behind the scenes, so I literally went behind the camera.
You didn't...
I didn't even put a caption on it. It's a few hashtags.
But you know what? That's the truth. Back in the day, all you used Instagram for was the filters. Remember that? We would just go in there and use Nashville. I loved that filter back in the day.
We want to see your first Instagram post.
Yeah.
So send them to us using the hashtag SSK first post, okay? We want to see those. We're going to show them. We're going to show some here on the air. That'll be a lot of fun.
That'll be so much fun. It was such a different time back in 2009.
Well, you were 16. We got a story I want to get to real quick, okay? This was really cool because I'm a dog lover. I have my dog Enzo. I can only imagine if Enzo was missing. But there was this toy fox terrier named Duchess, disappeared from a family's home in Florida over 17 years ago. Okay?
12.
And over 12 years ago, I mean. Thank you. 12 years ago.
Just read what's in the prompter.
12 years ago. But Duchess was found 1,000 miles away in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. All right? The dog's owner, Catherine Strahan, drove all the way from Florida to Pittsburgh for an emotional reunion. We can see it right there. And today, Catherine and her son Brandon and their dog Duchess, they are here with us. Guys, come on up, join us. Join us on the couch.
Hey, guys.
Brandon, good to see you. Hey, that's nice to meet you. Hello, Duchess.
Hey, Catherine. Nice to meet you. Please,
So glad your baby's back.
Have a seat.
Yes. Hi. Nice to meet you. Hey, Duchess. I want to see you.
Incredible story.
Yes, so take me back. What happened the day that you lost Duchess? Like, was it really?
I had just gotten home from school. I was probably 11 years old, and my friends, they came and knocked on my door, and as soon as, I didn't even crack the door open, I guess she stuck her head out and was gone. So I chased after her for a good mile or two, and I got to the bridge where the turnpike is near our house, and I looked around and I couldn't see her. So I walked back home and called my mom to see what I could do. So.
Well, after 12 years, so in '84 for Duchess, how does it feel to be reunited?
Oh, it was absolutely awesome. I got the phone call and I was elated. The most important thing was the fact that we kept up with our microchip this whole time, and that she was microchipped.
Because you were paying every year for the microchip.
I paid $15 a year, and I moved 10 times in between her being lost and found.
Wow.
And I had to go on every time. I had just done it. I moved 2 weeks ago. So I had just done it a week before the reunion.
Oh.
and updated the information, and my phone number had always stayed the same, but the
How long did you
address.
have Duchess before she went missing?
A year and a half.
A year and a half.
Yeah.
And you kept her in your heart. That's your baby.
Oh, absolutely. She has 2 more younger sisters, or 3 younger sisters. 2 of them are toy fox terriers. She made me love the breed.
So I'm curious, when you got her back, did she remember you?
Well, she was sedated at the shelter, so that reunion you saw, she was pretty sedated.
Oh, okay.
Now she's come and pawed the back of my leg, and she follows me around now, and she slept with me every night. So she's coming around. Yeah.
Well, she's back at home.
She's back at home.
Well, we know your family and Duchess. We know that you guys have gone through a lot. You have a lot of time to make up for. So, you know, we wanted to do something nice for you guys. We wanted to treat your family to a nice meal.
Aww.
There you go.
Thank you.
For Duchess, dog food for Duchess, human food for you guys.
Yeah.
All right, we want to make sure we made that possible for you guys. Because this is, I'm a dog lover. Sarah is as well, and Keke as well. So this is a big story for us. And we just wanted to highlight you guys. So thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
We also want to give a quick shout out to the Humane Animal Rescue in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, who found Duchess and safely reunited her with her family. So thank you to them as well.
And this is a great lesson about microchipping your dog and then staying on top of it, because you didn't give up. And look, 12 years later, you have Duchess back.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah, it happened to me once. We found our dog in about, my childhood dog, Rusty, we found him in about 5 months.
Oh,
Because of the microchip.
Yeah.
He's gone now, but rest in peace, Rusty.
Yes.
Well, thank you guys.
Microchip. Yeah,
Catherine, Brandon, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Duchess, thank you. Enjoy that food, everybody. And coming up, we have one of the funniest people on the planet. My man, Jimmy Fallon, will be here. We'll be right back.
Host of The Tonight Show. He's also a New York Times best-selling author, and his brand new children's book is called This Is Baby. Please welcome the one and only Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, hey everybody, what a great crowd! So happy to be here.
The best audience in America.
I mean, great.
You know, I'll be honest with you. It's weird to see you this early.
It is, right? I'm not quite here yet. So I'll be here. It's going to take me like 12 hours, but I'll eventually get here.
You'll get that.
But what a great crowd. This is the first time coming on your show. I'm a big fan.
Thank you, man.
And please, pleasure meeting you, but I know you forever.
We go way back.
And you're a great guest on my show all the time, and I know you for years.
Oh, wait a minute. That means I got to come and be a guest on your show then. I mean, what's up?
Yeah,
Watch out.
Be careful what you wish for, because I've done some things on his show I never thought I'd do at home. Forget about being on national TV.
We get you to do things.
Yeah, we always like to do fun things and something different.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is. It's a good time. It's never that bad.
Speaking of fun, Halloween's coming up.
Halloween.
You have 2 daughters, Winnie and Franny.
Yeah.
Do you have, go ahead. Do you have any specific plans you're going to be doing with them for
They
Halloween?
are obsessed with Aladdin right now. They're just obsessed. I've seen that. Please don't clap, because honestly, I've seen that movie more than I've seen anything in my lifetime, and I love it. I love the Will Smith version. I watched the Robin Williams version.
Oh, yeah.
I saw it on Broadway. They were great. They are obsessed, and I am just like, if you even mention any of the songs, I mean, even Alexa's like, stop asking me to play that. Please stop asking me to play that. You know, unplug me. And I was like, Alexa, if you gotta hear it, I gotta hear it too.
So I have a feeling like costume, they're probably...
Oh, yeah, she's going to be Jasmine, and Winnie's going to be Jasmine, and Franny wants to be Prince Ali.
But you know what? But
hilarious.
We wanted to help you because they can't go without a genie, so we wanted to give you a genie outfit. Well, the great copper.
Yeah. This is,
Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh.
adult,
Oh, my gosh. Jimmy.
Look at those.
Oh, wait, that's the shirt.
see, I knew you'd make me do something ridiculous. Payback is awful. Oh, wow, this is great.
Oh, I love
I'll be honest with you. I didn't think you were going to put it on here right now, but go ahead.
Oh, I thought that was part of the thing.
Go ahead. Put it on.
Well, it's
Put
for
it
you.
on. Hold on. You got to put it over your
Oh, my
head.
God. This is so hard.
Dress me, Sarah, please.
Yeah.
Okay, hands,
Like this?
arms through there.
Oh my God, this is how you dress your kids?
Yes. Another arm, help me out, Jimmy. I can't do it all by myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. You know what? I'm looking at you, Jimmy, and I am thinking Robin Williams and Will Smith who? Here is the real genie.
Prince Ali, fabulous he. Okay, this is fantastic. This is good. I feel good. This is right. That's not appealing. This is good. I should have worn this. For just tuning in, this is what I wore to the show. This is what
That's what
when
you
I walk around New York, I'm like, hey, what's up? How you doing?
This is what he thought daytime shows were like since he doesn't wake up this early. No, but you have a tan. When you came out, I noticed that. And someone said you just were on vacation.
I just went to Puerto Rico. I went to Puerto Rico.
that?
It was awesome. We had such a great time. On the flight over, props to Delta, by the way, they were great. We were flying over, and my daughter, Winnie, lost her first front tooth. And it was so cute. She's so excited about it. She's like, I want to visit like Puerto Rico. I want to. And so it fell out. She was eating a chip, and she's like, oh my God, it fell out. And my wife wrote a note and gave it to the pilot and said, hey, if you want to say anything that went in. So the pilot was nice enough, got on this. He said, one of our passengers just, I think we have a video of it.
We have a video?
Well, that's the photo of her tooth.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
That's her with no tooth right there. And I was like,
so cute.
I was like, I just hope that gap between her teeth grows in, you know?
I know.
Because you don't want to live your whole life like that, you know?
No.
You don't want to live your whole life like that.
Trust me, it's a tough life.
You gotta grow up sometime. You gotta grow up sometime.
You got me back. I'll get you again.
Oh my God, you know what's so funny? We actually did some snooping, and we saw an old photo of you on vacation when you were about Winnie's age. I think we have a photo.
Yeah.
Let me see this.
Hanging out with your dad.
Was I with?
Yes! So what was happening here? Where were
Look
you
at
guys?
how unhappy my dad is. He is so hungover right now. He's like, I do not want to be. He's a cigarette in his mouth. He's like, that's the way you were raised in the 70s.
Yeah.
Parents didn't care. He's like, yeah, we were at Carson City, this like cowboy shoot 'em up place.
Did you get fool's gold? Did you dig through the
Dude, I got so scared. I was on this train robbery. They had a whole fake train robbery with my sister, and they robbed a train, and I was crying hysterical. It was the robbers coming out. I have no idea this is an act. It's not a movie. It's people like, get on! They were banging guns, shooting guns, and I was like, whoa! Oh my God! Like, and I'm still in therapy because of it. I mean,
Like a bad Westworld.
But yeah, I love
It
my
was the
dog.
generation of tough love. Some
really
kids go
was.
to Disney World. Some
It really was.
to a saloon with a shootout. You are taking the Tonight Show on the road. You're going to University of Texas.
Toga.
Is that
That's right. Toga. Yes, we're going to University of Texas November 7th. We're going to have a college show, all college audience.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Oh, it's going to be crazy. Dude, I mean, they're already going nuts and no one's even there. Kids are showing up to an empty theater going, "Rah!" It's like, it's going to be fun. We have Professor Matthew McConaughey coming to the show. He's a professor.
Yeah,
so
professor
cool.
now.
He's a professor at the University of Texas at Austin. And
What were you like in college?
I was such a great student, and I really showed up to class every single day. And
I feel like you were so fun.
I had fun. I was a computer science major. And then I loved it, and then it got really hard, so I dropped out. I switched to communications. That was my major, and then I actually ended up moving out to LA and doing improv and try because I really just want to be on Saturday Night Live. That was my ultimate goal.
Oh, and you were.
Dreams do come true, man.
Yeah, just keep working hard. But I love it. Palm Spring Rose, I love you guys.
Well, you know, of course, we got to talk about the book. This is your third children's book.
Yeah.
This is Baby.
Yes.
These are the first two.
Yeah, see the Mama and Dada.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are favorite books in my house.
They are?
Yes, because Alec loves when it goes, hee-haw.
Yeah, he does that?
He does all the voices of this, and a Fallon gave it to me. Her first name's Fallon.
Wow.
So the inscription is, listen to all the Fallons in your life.
That's cute.
It's cute, Sarah.
It's a cute book. It's like,
the best.
and
So what's
the
this
thing
one
about
about?
my books is that you, as a tired parent, I can tell you, you can read it as fast as possible.
Yeah.
You could read this whole book in 45 seconds if you want. But you could also take your time and look at colors and go, oh, is the boy friends with an octopus? And, you know, and it's basically parts of the body for kids. It's cute. So you can go like, these are your knees, these are your eyes, this is your nose. And then you can get to play with the baby and have them like interact. And so what I'm finding from these things, I did it first as a joke just because I thought it was funny. I just wanted my baby to say dad first. And then what happened is kids started reading the book back to their parents. And I started getting videos of kids reading, and they're getting positive feedback and laughing, and the parents are laughing with the children. And it's starting their journey of reading and enjoying reading, and they love reading books now. And that's the biggest thing in the world. So cool. It's really fun, and we have a great illustrator, Miguel Ordonez.
I love this.
Let me look at this.
Yep.
This thing, I didn't realize you could do this. What camera do we look at? Do we look at that? Like, I didn't realize you could do that. I didn't know you could do that with the
So
book.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Would your old English teachers be surprised that you're a New York Times bestselling author?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, they're freaking out. That's the kid? He's the one? The one that chose Daniel Steele over any other book?
Remember, the sentences are, these are baby's toes.
Yeah, this is a great... I'm an author. It counts. It counts as a book.
But it's helping parents, it's helping kids, people having fun.
It's the best.
Kids are learning.
Louise Gallagher, wherever you are, I love you. You're my English teacher. She was great, and I love you so much.
No.
Is she?
I thought the show gagged me. I'm like, we got Louise.
Hey, Jimmy.
Wait, what kind of a fake show? It's like, she's here. No, she's not. Oh, wow.
Hey, Jimmy.
This was your life.
We have multiple blonde moments between the blonde and the not so blonde. Trust me. That was one of them.
Louise.
Is she here? Oh my God, I haven't seen her in 10 years.
Well, Louise is not here, but we are
yes.
playing ping pong with Jimmy's book. When we play
with Jimmy Fallon. They're over there warming up. You know, and Jimmy, he wanted to challenge us in a little ping pong. And who are we to say no? So we're playing doubles. It is the best of 5. Jimmy and Keke against Sarah and myself.
What?
Yep. And there's a twist. There's a twist to this. The losers, right, need to give us their best breakdancing moves right here. Right there.
I did not agree to that. Best breakdancing move?
We have to do it, so that's weird.
Well, that's true, yeah. So, and the other twist is instead of paddles, we're using my book.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. This makes sense.
But Jimmy, I heard a story that you actually played ping pong with Prince before?
I played ping pong with Prince. Challenged me to play ping pong. For some reason, Prince came on the show and he's like, his manager said, Prince wants to play ping pong. I said, sure. They called back to go, he does not want to play ping pong. I go, great. They called back, said, Prince really wants to play. I go, great. They go, call back to go, he does not want to play. I go, look, whatever Prince wants to do, he can do as long as he plays the song and has a good time, whatever. So we had a ping pong table set up. He came on the show, didn't even bring up ping pong, didn't talk about ping pong, whatever. Had a great time, never heard from him again. I'm at dinner, I get a text. I don't know how he even finds it. He's just magical. It's like, this is Prince's manager. He wants to meet you at Spin, that ping pong club in the city. Right now, he wants to challenge you to ping pong. So I go, okay. I told my friend, I gotta leave. Prince wants to play me ping pong. I get in the car, I go to this place, I go, hi, I'm here to see, and she goes, Prince? I go, yeah. She goes, he's right in that room, like behind this velvet rope and this curtain. I go over this thing. He's by himself. He's standing there, double-breasted velvet suit, high heels, and he's holding a ping pong paddle. He goes, you ready for this? I go, oh my God. So anyway, I play him. This is so true. So I play him in ping pong, just me and him. He beats me, right? The last shot is like, he hits it over, like, flames coming off the ping pong ball. She hits the side of the corner, you know, the ones you can't hit back. I go, he won. I go, all right, I'm looking to the ball. I'm looking around. I find the ball. I go, all right, you won. I turn around. He's gone. He's gone. He left. And I don't know him that well, so I'm like, is he hiding? Prince! You know, if there's security footage, I look like a crazy. I'm like looking behind curtains and stuff. I go, and then I walked out. I go, is he? He goes, yeah, he left. And And I guess Questlove came because he heard that, you know, his manager emailed Quest as well. And so Quest came right then. He showed up in his car and he came out of the cab and he's like, and he saw this limousine there and he goes, and Prince was in the limo and he goes, Prince, did you guys play already? And Prince looked at Quest, he goes, ask your boy. And the window went up and he took
Let's go. After this whipping we put on y'all, we gonna stay here though. We ain't gonna rap.
Okay. We got this.
Well, no. You hit your side first, so that's a point for us. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All right. Go.
I'm done.
No, here, I'll give it to Jimmy.
You can do better without me, man. Yeah.
No. All right, so it's 3. What are we playing, a 5?
Yeah.
What are we playing, 15?
All right, y'all ready?
We got
Well,
one.
Keke, come on, you can do it.
Jimmy, man.
I'm gonna hit it at you. I'm telling you right now.
My man Jimmy got it, y'all.
I have a feeling we're gonna be breakdancing.
It is. It's 4-0. So what kind of breakdancing are we gonna see?
No.
If we knew there wasn't going to be any volley, we would have gone to 15.
Come on, Jimmy. You got it, Jimmy, man.
They serve 4-1. 4-1. Okay, one more. Okay, you serve.
You got it, my man. I ain't good, but.
Come here, Sarah. Come here. Okay. Hey, I gotta say, Jimmy's book is This Is Baby. These are winners. That's right. All right, you too. Come on. Breakdance time. Tonight show this Sunday after football on NBC. Jimmy Fallon, everybody! Coming up, YouTube sensation James Charles is going to give us the latest update on his big fallout with Tati Westbrook. We'll be right back. All right. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Last chance to save big on our deals and steals. Get to StrahanSaraKeke.com now. We partner with companies on items that will upgrade your fall fashion. But hurry, because these deals last only till midnight.
Our next guest is a social media sensation with over 16 million subscribers and almost 2 billion views on his YouTube channel. He's a makeup and beauty guru. Take a look.
So basically what she's doing is taking a brown liner and putting it in like the corners of your mouth right here, and it gives you that very like, here, I actually want to try to do this. So I'm going to take a brow pencil.
Please give a warm welcome to James Charles.
Hey, welcome back to the show.
Yes.
Welcome back, man. You know what? Every time you show, my twins are going to be mad at me because you're here and they're not.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
It is. It's a personal problem because they got school, man. They got to get an education.
True, absolutely.
But you know what? But since you were here last time, you did have some drama.
Yes.
With Tati Westbrook, who's a fellow YouTuber, and you two, you're really close friends. You had a very public fallout.
Yeah.
So just wondering, how are you doing right now, and how is you guys' relationship?
There's been a lot going on in the past few months. I would say that I'm okay. You know, it was a hard past few months, but I'm really just working on the projects that I'm like looking forward to and trying to stay positive and look forward and not backward. So I'm good, ready to go, ready to get back to work, and just trying my absolute best to just inspire the fans.
That's all you can do, right?
The kind of cancel culture we live in. Why do you think people are so quick to hate?
I think that it's more fun for a lot of people, and people like kind of get enjoyment out of it, which is really sad. But
really
I think we're hopefully moving in a direction where people are starting to realize that words do affect others, and words can hurt no matter who you're actually speaking to. So, It's definitely a really toxic environment, but hopefully we're moving towards a better direction. I can only hope. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I definitely feel like your fans get more than just the makeup and the beauty vibes from it. They also feel that warmth that you're talking about. Has there been any feedback that you've been able to give them, especially after what you went through with Tati, about dealing with some of that online trolling, etc.?
Yeah, I mean, my biggest thing for my fans is just like try to focus on the positive. I think that's like the overall lesson that I learned from all this is like at the end of the day, as much as it can be hard for me because it is my job to shut off my phone, you can turn off social media. You can get rid of it and not look at it, and if you don't, it's not there, but you can't shut off the real world. So during all this, I was just with my friends and close like family, and they really helped me get through everything. It's really important to have like a super close support system that you can lean on, whether it be friends, family, relatives, or teachers, even anybody in your life that's like just a mentor that can really be with you and focus on the positivity. That helped me get through, and I would definitely give this advice to any of my younger fans going through literally anything. Just spend time in person, face to face with the people that matter most to you, and that's going to help you so much more than looking for validation online.
Oh my God, you said it. You said it.
Very well put. And as you mentioned, focusing on passion projects, you're here today with a mini palette that you're releasing. Now, what makes this one different?
Okay, so one thing that's like kind of cool about this launch is we're not saying that this is some crazy new palette that you guys have to go out and buy, because it's not. It's the same exact 39 beautiful pigmented colors that we actually talked about last time I was on the show 1 year ago. So this is such a fun little anniversary, but we just wanted to do something fun for the fans and for the followers. One thing that was really important for me the first time around creating the original palette was listening to artists in my community and getting feedback, and that's how we created the colors that could create any look. And some of the biggest things that people mentioned the first time was that the palette was really big, which it is. But I created it like to sit on your vanity and get ready in the morning. But through traveling the past year, I realized, oops, I have broken so many of them, either in security, through airlines, or from accidentally sitting on it in my hotel room. Also, people said I wish it had a mirror in it. So once again, through having to get ready in Ubers, on planes, on trains, getting ready for meet and greets all around the world, I realized that would have been a novel idea. But you know what? It's never too late. So we just thought it'd be a really cool way to kind of reinvent the original palette and make a bunch of the changes that the fans actually wanted, and make a mini collection.
So they spoke and you listened to the changes.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, it's time for us to get into it then, love. So I know you just did a makeover to these three beautiful girls over here.
Yes, we did.
And, you know, let's get into what you did to them.
Yeah, let's go.
All
right, you two take it away.
Take it away. Hello. So I remember you guys, I was telling you about the three girls that he surprised earlier. I want to show you the clip of what they did when they actually first met him. Can we roll it? Go ahead.
Hi, sisters. Surprise you guys. I'm gonna do it. Hi, you guys.
We're all like shaking back here. We're like, who's gonna walk in this room?
Hello, you guys. I'm gonna be getting you guys glam today before we say on the show. Surprise. That's so cute.
Now, first up, we have Devonna. How you doing, Devonna?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm awesome. And you look beautiful, honey.
Thank you.
So what were some of the questions that you had for James today?
I'm looking for some tips on how to do a dark smoky eye.
Yes.
I can never seem to pull it off.
Yes. Well, a dark smoky eye is a very tricky feat to actually tackle, believe it or not, because if you like put a lot of black on there, it can get really messy really fast and can look like a black eye, which is absolutely not what we want. So Devonna actually has really beautiful facial structure, clearly, and her eyes are very like pulled up, which is so model-esque and gorgeous. So you went with a black smoky eye and just tapped on some black shadow right onto the lid, kind of winged it out a little bit, which really like snatches her face in the best way possible, and then just simply blended it out using a little bit of burgundy and a little bit of orange as well, just so it has a transition color to blend back into her skin tone. So it's really important to use a lot of colors and kind of layer downwards to get to that black, rather than just slapping some black on there and calling it a day, because that's when it's going to look really messy.
So what did you put, what was the first layer of color that you put on before getting to the black?
Well, we did a little bit of black first, just to kind of lay it down.
Okay,
and
light
added
black.
in some cranberry, so a little bit of boutique in the palette, then a little bit of Code James right on the top in the brow bone, and then went back into the black, layered on over top, and finished up the look.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, I know we want to keep going, and we are, but we got to just take a quick break, so stick around. When we come back, James will reveal more favorite fall looks up this season. Okay, you guys? Stay tuned. We are back with YouTube star James Charles, and he's showing us his favorite ways to use deep fall colors from his new mini palette. What's up, Sandy?
Hi.
Very good to have you. So what were kind of the questions that you have for James today? What are you looking to do this fall?
So typically I like to do nude looks, but for this fall I really want to start doing some jewel tones, and I was just wondering like how to incorporate that better into my eye look.
Yeah, for sure. So you have beautiful brown eyes, and one thing that I love about the fall season is just all the colors that you see. So I grew up in upstate New York. I'm a fellow New Yorker, everybody.
Yes, come on.
So living in LA, we obviously see beautiful trees, but we don't get the crisp fall colors like you see here. It is the one thing that I miss so much. So for this look, I really wanted to incorporate some reds and browns and oranges to really bring in those like fall vibes. So just what we did is add in some simple light orange into the crease for a beautiful transition shade. And then we just deepened up in the outer corners using the middle row of the palette right here. The middle row we actually created with purposely bigger pans because these are going to be the colors that you probably will use most often for everyday go-to glam look. So little bit of marketing advice for all of you guys. Yes. We just used the middle row to kind of deepen it up, and then we just popped a little bit of the color called Wig in the palette onto the outer corner for like a little bit of brown, so we get that jewel tone, and then a little bit of gold right on the inner corner for a nice pop to really bring out the brown in her eyes and draw attention straight in.
I love the mouth noises.
Yeah.
So the base is a light brown, crease with a darker brown, then higher on the crease with some of that orangey burnt kind of color.
Yeah, so once again, using those same like kind of burgundy maroon tones that we have in the palette, and then the deeper warm tone browns to get that like very fall, crisp leaves falling in the wind.
Beautiful. I love it, Sandy.
Thank you.
I love it.
I love it. Thank you.
How are you, Viviana?
Surprise.
Surprise. You look gorgeous. So what did you and James talk about earlier about your new makeup look?
So I am a mom of 5. I have no time.
A 5?
Yes.
Oh! All the moms out there.
I have no time for makeup, and my friends are always telling me to add some color.
Yes.
And I think with Halloween coming up, it's a great time. So
yes.
What can I do?
It's a great question that a lot of people are actually asking. When I did makeup for the first time on myself, it was actually for Halloween. So that's kind of like my makeup birthday coming up in a few days, which I'm so excited for.
Yes.
So we thought it'd be really fun to kind of create a look as if she was going to a Halloween party. So we think like, what would she be? The first thing that came to mind was just a witch.
Yeah.
And when I think of witch, I think of like very purple, very greenish tones, and those are also really beautiful colors to play with during the fall season. So we just used the purple shades in the palette on her lid right at the top, and then use a pop of like green and then a little bit of aqua as well, just to kind of blend in. She does have beautiful, stunning green eyes, so it just ties the look together so well, and I can just imagine her kind of casting a spell on me in this makeup look.
These looks are so great. I could talk all day, but there's more for the audience. You're all going home with the new Morphe James Charles mini palette today. Yay! We'll be right back, you guys.
Before we go, we would like to give a shout out to our dear friend and colleague, Danny Kip. Danny, come on over here. Today is her last day. This is your last day. Have a seat. Have a seat on this couch.
Oh, come on.
But Danny has been with the show from the very beginning, and she's been at ABC for 5 years. She's moving on to bigger and better things.
Yes, she is.
I don't know if that's possible.
She's pursuing her
But the thing is, we could be more excited for you, and we couldn't love you more. You've been such a valuable member of our family, and you're already missed, by the way.
And we'll be cheering you on.
We'll be cheering you on. So thank you.